Please get ready for the passage. Honorable Madam, price rise issue is no doubt a burning issue of this country. People of this country are eagerly waiting to see that this parliament should discuss this issue with all priority and make some attempts to check the price rise both by the central and the state governments. Now, the question is under which rule? If it is under adjournment motion indicates in the other way a no confidence motion to the government. How can a government agree to a proposal or to a rule which is initiated against the government? They cannot ever accept it. But the government has accepted that this issue is to be discussed even after keeping the question R in suspense under Rule 193. Under Rule 193, we can get a discussion for 7.5 hours. But under adjournment motion, we can get only 2.5 hour time. Most of the members are keen to speak on the issue. We fully agree and support that the discussion be initiated under Rule 193. Madam, the entire opposition has been demanding and asking for a discussion on price rise, but a discussion under specific rule, that is adjournment motion. When you called the meeting of leaders of political parties, we had seen the mood of the leaders of the entire opposition. Rule 58 says the right to move the adjournment of the House for the purpose of discussing a definite matter of urgent public importance. Is the unprecedented rise in prices of essential commodities not a matter of urgent public importance? Does the government not consider this a matter of urgent public importance? When we discussed this issue in the first week of December last year under Rule 193, what was the food inflation? At that point of time, it was much less than what we are facing today. It has touched 20% now. Never during the past 26 years it touched 20%. As far as I understand, I do not want to reveal as to what was transpired in your chamber, but I would only subscribe to the view that the adjournment motion has a specific criterion and a specific impact. I would subscribe to the view that has been put forth by the leader of the opposition that we have discussed the issue of price rise a number of times in this House and in the upper chamber of Parliament. But having to have discussion on the adjournment motion has a specific impact not only on the government but also on the other stakeholders who are responsible for the price rise. Therefore, I support the view and also request you to consider the discussion on the adjournment motion. Lastly, the government decision to decrease and reduce fertilizer subsidy is a recent happening that is going to further accentuate price. The government is thinking of increasing the price of petroleum products and that will increase the prices. Therefore, it is absolutely recent and it should be accepted by the Honorable Speaker in keeping with the highest traditions of the Indian Parliament. Madam Speaker, I rise to strongly condemn the beheading of Sardar Jaspal Singh in the tribal areas of Pakistan. This barbaric and heinous crime is deplorable in the strongest possible terms. His abductors, reportedly the Taliban, committed the grave crime when his family was not able to pay ransom money to the abductors. We express our sincere condolences to the family of the victim. This incident of kidnapping and killing of Sikh people in Pakistan is a matter of deep and serious concern to the government and is being taken up appropriately with the government of Pakistan. I also wish to inform this august House that the President of Pakistan has strongly condemned the incident and asked the authorities to investigate and take stern action against the kidnappers in accordance with the law. He has also directed that effective measures be taken to stop the recurrence of such incidents in the future. The President of Pakistan has also directed the authorities in Pakistan to take swift action for the release of a Hindu kidnapped on February 19, 2010 by unknown persons. Madam, while formulating my proposals for the railway budget, I had two considerations. First, I looked into the economic viability of the projects in the conventional way of rate of returns, etc. Most of the proposed projects fall in this category. But there was another consideration which I had to weigh while taking a decision, and that consideration was social responsibility. Railway, being the lifeline of the Indian economy, has to provide connectivity to most parts of the country. We do not want that type of growth. Madam, I would like to bring to the kind attention of this august House for its information that the route kilometer of the railways was around 54,000 kilometers in the year 1950. After a span of 58 years, we have now reached only around 64,000 kilometers, adding just around 10,000 kilometers, an annual average of only 180 kilometers. Looking at the world, you will find that both developed and developing nations are spending hundreds and billions of dollars each year adding more and more route kilometers to the new lines. That is why we have to move faster. The time has come for the business community also to come and join hands to build partnerships with the railways. Sometimes they have some problems also. They are keen to invest, but their proposals are unduly delayed by a typical negative approach. It is a fact that administrative and procedural delays, external and internal, do take place, discouraging prospective investors. We need to overcome this situation. I believe a business model needs to be developed. We are proud of our sports persons for their excellent performances. Our sports performance is very good. Indian Railways, a great patron of sports, is the first recipient of the newly instituted prestigious Rashtriya Khel Protsahan Puraskar awarded for the encouragement of sports. To strengthen the present sports infrastructure, five sports academies are proposed to be set up at Delhi, Secunderabad, Chennai, Kolkata, and Mumbai. It is also proposed to provide astroturfs for the development of hockey at more places. Railways will provide increased employment opportunities for the sportspersons.